America's largest credit jewelers with stores at 1308 Broadway in Oakland, 810 K Street, Sacramento, and 2548 Mission Street, San Francisco, presents Sweetheart Swing Time, a full hour of recorded music for your dancing and romancing. This is Bud Heyde, kids, with the Heyde-Ho of Who's Who and What's New on this musical dissertation of the 3 R's, rhythm, romance, and reminiscing. And, of course, Department 1 brings us a peek into the music markets to grab a look-see at what the merchants are peddling under the label of brand new. And tonight we're going to take a peek at some music and song with Art Mooney, Shep Fields, Vera Lynn, Raymond Scott, and Martha Tilton. So get ready to listen and dance to the music of romance on Sweetheart Swing Time. And right at the top of the list tonight is this Art Mooney disc with Dolly Golly singing, I Beg Your Pardon. spot number 2 with the Shep Fields Band, and Tony Arden did the singing grand. And that'll give you an idea of our show, so stay latched on. We're just starting to go. It's Sweetheart Swing Time, presented Monday through Saturday by your very good friends K Jewelers, who sell more Bulova watches than anyone in the world. And remember,
it's okay till payday. Your promise to pay is okay with K. For gifts, for watches, for diamond rings. Come in and see all the wonderful things. Don't delay, come today. Shop the friendly OK way. It's okay till payday. Your credit is okay with K.
And now we come to our romantic choice, and tonight we've chosen Miss Vera Lynn's voice. Miss Lynn will have some words to say to the tune At the Candlelight Cafe.
Gypsy violins were playing at the Candlelight Cafe, and I smiled when I heard a gypsy say that love would come my way. Do not laugh, the gypsy told me as he bowed and walked away. Suddenly you appeared before me at the Candlelight Cafe. There was wine and there was music, and the gypsy winked his eye as our hands met across the table, and I kissed my heart goodbye. With the dawn, the music faded, but our love was here to stay, burning bright like a flaming candle at the Candlelight Cafe. With the dawn, the music faded, but our love was here to stay, burning bright like the flaming candle at the Candlelight Cafe.
There's always romance in the air when it's Sweetheart Swing Time. But now comes the time for a short dissertation on the man's diamond ring situation. You know, I know that most men dislike the idea of any show of ostentation on their part, but there is a certain distinction to the man who wears a diamond ring on his finger. It's not only a mark of success, but it gives that man a certain confidence. And a bonded diamond man's ring from K Jewelers is a fine investment. But now let's get around to what's new some more with Raymond Scott in spot number 4. A Sad, Sad Story is the name on the label of the record that's going to be spinning around on our table.
that's just like a man.
Well, that was Martha Tilton, who sings all right, and we're glad she was on the show tonight. But that moves us on to intermission, and tonight we listen to a Louis Prima session. It's kind of a zany song that Mr. Prima is bringing along, one that is called a novelty, and the name of the record is The Bee.
Oh, Bobby is a bumble, he bee. Baby is a bumble, she bee. Bobby can tell, so can he be, if we be, if he or she be. Bobby is a busy, he bee. Baby is a busy, she bee. Bobby gets the heebie, jeebies when he sees his baby with another he bee. They used to fly hour after hour. They used to flip from flower to flower. Bobby got sore, wouldn't fly no more, 'cause he caught a dozen buzzing around his honey's door. Bobby was the king of he-bees. Phoebe whispered, yes, not me bee. Bobby made a queen of all the she-bees. Not ever family of we bees.
Bobby is a bumble heebie.
Phoebe is a bumble Phoebe.
Bobby can tell, so can Phoebe, if a weeby is a he or she bee.
Bobby is a busy heebie.
Phoebe is a busy Phoebe.
Bobby gets the heebie jeebies when he sees his baby with another heebie. They used to fly hour after hour. They used to flit from flower to flower. Bobby got sore, wouldn't fly no more, 'cause he caught a dozen buzzing on his door.
Bobby was the king of heebies.
Phoebe was the yes, not me.
Bobby made a queen of all the she-bees. Now they have a family of weebies.
Well, it's time to settle back and do a bit of reminiscing now, because it's Kay Jewelers' Memory Lane. The time on our program devoted to bringing back some of the hit tunes of other days and the memories that go along with them. Tonight we hear Lena Horne, Russ Morgan with the Ames Brothers and the ensemble, our old friend Nick Lucas, the Six Hits and a Miss, Art Lund, and Larry Clinton. Speaking of romance, it seems that the members of the Yoruba tribe, that is, the young men, used to present their sweethearts with a necklace of claws cut from the wild panther during the fullness of the moon. Their bravery in getting the claws was supposed to prove their love. How do you like that? Well, I guess we'll all agree that our custom is much, much better. That's the custom of showing our affection and devotion by presenting that special girl with a beautiful diamond ring. The only thing to add to that is that to be in the groove nowadays, you should shop at Kay Jewelers for a beautifully dazzling, modernly dainty bonded diamond ring. There's the band that's really solid. Her happiness will be reflected in the sparkle of that ring. Kay Jewelers, 1308 Broadway in Oakland, 810 K Street, Sacramento, or 2548 Mission Street, next to the New Mission Theater in San Francisco. And now we'll turn to our book of dreams, chock full of yesterday's memory themes. And on page 1, that Lena Horne gal will sing, and Stormy Weather is the song she will bring.
Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Stormy weather since my man and I ain't together. It's raining all the time. Life is bare, gloom and misery everywhere. Stormy weather, just can't get my poor self together. I'm weary all the time, so weary all the time. When he went away, the blues walked in and met me. If he stays away, old rocking chair will get me. All I do is pray the Lord above will let me walk in the sun once more. Can't go on. All I have in life is gone. Stormy weather since my man and I ain't together. It's raining all the time. It's raining all the time. I walk around heavy-hearted and sad. Night comes around and I'm still feeling bad. Rain pouring down, blinding every hope I had. This pittering, pattering, beating and spattering drives me mad. Love, 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 love. This misery is just too much for me. Can't go on. Everything I had is gone. Stormy weather since my man and I ain't together. It's raining all the time. Keeps raining all the
Russ Morgan is on our memory book, page 2, with the memory song that's on the hit parade, too.
I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I overlooked.
Now, did you remember those melodies from yesterday's album? Of course you did, and you're sure to recall more of the tunes coming up on memory lane, but well, right about here is the correct time by Paul Brigette, the watch that has been giving time since 1791. It is now exactly 1 minute and 40 seconds before 11 p.m. Paul Brigette, a beautifully styled watch, exclusive at K Jewelers. You're tuned to KNBC San Francisco, and it's Sweetheart Swing Time, a program of records, a full hour of the best and latest with America's finest entertainers, and presented by K, America's largest credit jewelers, 77 store buying power from coast to coast, with stores in Northern California at 1308 Broadway in Oakland, 810 K Street, Sacramento, and 2548 Mission Street, San Francisco. This is Bud Heyde saying it's the beginning of a new week, Tuesday, and, well, we've got about 4 more nights to go this week after tonight. I'd kind of like to hear from you folks listening out there. If you enjoy the show, if you have a favorite tune that you'd like to hear on one of the future broadcasts, well, just drop me a card or a letter and tell me what it is. I like to dig back into the past and get out some of those old favorites of yours and kind of review them on the Memory Lane section of our show. Will you do that? Drop your card or letter to Sweetheart Swing Time or to Bud Heyde, care of station KNBC San Francisco. Thanks a lot, and now back to Memory Lane and to the record you never expected to hear on Sweetheart Swing Time. It's Mr. Nick Lucas, the old singing troubadour, remember? And lady, play your mandolin.
Magic fingers, who comes to play each night in a gay cabaret. I know how great her fame is, but don't know what her name is. I only know the last time that I came from Spain, I carried away this refrain. Lady, play your mandolin. Lady, let that tune begin. When you sing your song of sin, I'm a sinner too. Lady, when you play for me, night turns into day for me. And though angels pray for me, I belong to you. Senorita, sweet Chiquita, I could eat your heart. Lady, sing your song of sin. Though I fear you, let me hear you play. Play your mandolin.
You know, some old sage set out to prove that true love never could run smooth, that stormy weather played a part deep down in every lover's heart. He didn't know, this sage, I mean, that the name K Jewelers would enter the scene, and as years went by, all lovers would know K Jewelers was the place to go for magic bands that take the strife right out of everyone's married life. Now, this short poem only goes to prove a K-bonded ring makes true love run smooth. That was a little poem I wrote just so that I could say, quote, buy those rings at K Jewelers, 1308 Broadway in Oakland, 810 K Street, Sacramento, or 2548 Mission Street, San Francisco. And now back to our book of memories with a pair of tunes that are bound to please. First, the 6 hits and a miss will be heard in an old favorite, Bye Bye Blackbird. And then Art Lund is on our program, too, and it's Irving Berlin's What'll I Do?
Pack up all my care and woe. Here I go, singing low. Bye, bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is she. Bye, bye, blackbird.
that was Jazz Me Blues, a memory that's fine by Larry Clinton. And that's all the time we'll devote tonight to Memory Lane. And now it's good advice again. When the bells are ringing for you and your gal, just be sure that the ring you slip on her finger is a bonded diamond ring from Kay Jewelers, your guarantee of happiness. And now to the land of the Latins with the music of the Marimba Band and Ferrocarril de los Altos. Hola, señores, señoritas y caballeros. 76. Ferrocarril de los Altos. How are you? And now get set, kids, for a real fine treat with the orchestra of the night that can't be beat. It's Mr. Larry Green and his fine crew with all of his vocalists singing, too, and we've picked out 4 fine tunes to play to show you how Mr. Green gets that way. And tune number 1 is a fine selection that Mr. Larry Green plays to perfection. It's Larry Green time. I've been getting wise, watching other guys walking their cuties. making up my mind. Gotta go and find one of those beauties. Can't stop me, gonna get a girl. Because I ought to have a girl. Because I never had a girl. That's why I'm gonna get a girl. We've got some more music that's really all right with Mr. Larry Green as Orchestra of the Night. But here's some advice that's all right, too, if that engagement ring is bothering you. Shop K Jewelers. There's the store with over 33 years of experience and with 77 store buying power. There's the store that offers you courteous, friendly service. And all of their rings are bonded rings, which is your assurance of quality. And now back to Larry Green and his crew with the trio once more singing for you. And then it's June Robbins, as we can see, sipping cider by the Cider Z.
Wouldn't it be more than heavenly with you so close to me? Love can be sublime in tulip time, in tulip time, in tulip time. And if suddenly our tulips touch, then would I be in dust? And if we get the chance, we'll put on our wooden shoes and dance. Our joy will be complete. That'll be a real Dutch treat. Darling, if you say to marry me, there soon will be a family. Sipping cider by the cider sea, beside the cider sea.
Glad you're listening to Sweetheart Swing Time. Hope it don't go away, for coming up is the gem of the evening, that tune that sparkles with romance like a K-bonded diamond. It's Larry Green and his orchestra with Don Grady singing Kay Jeweler's Song of the Night, My Promise to You. And there you have it, boys and girls, for this Tuesday session of Sweetheart Swing Time. Presented by K, America's largest credit jewelers, with stores in Northern California at 1308 Broadway in Oakland, 810 K Street, Sacramento, or 2548 Mission Street, San Francisco.